Hey, Stiffy.
Stream is live.
Ooh, hello, YouTube.
Did you see it?
How is it you always find it before I do, Elizabeth?
I'm
What
like
happened?
I'm like that Fisher guy with the dollar. Like, gotta be quicker than that.
Right?
Oh, oh. All right, where is
Dude,
the
I have no idea what is going on, man. I'm not gonna lie.
right, share, copy link. Let's go to
I'm just waiting for your post to come up so I can repost it.
All right, yeah. Now I'm seeing it on mine. The potato has one good use.
Oh, Aaron girl.
Sir, I think it has a couple good uses, I'm not gonna lie.
I love a
Hello,
new
everybody.
cleaning product.
Yo, honestly, hello everybody. How's everybody doing today? I'm very, very excited for today. I was kind of sneezing all day, I'm not gonna lie, but today I think, well, right now I think I'm all good. And no more sneezing. Yo, Slate, my guy, I told you to be here and you're here. Thank you very much,
all
big
right.
man.
I
Thank you
posted
so
it.
much for being here.
Oh, sweet.
Guys, it is almost that time to do the thing. Is almost everybody ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear boss, Roma Nation. How are you doing today, good sir?
Happy Tubular Tuesday, y'all. Let's get it.
In our next chair, we have the lovely, lovely Elizabeth. How are you doing today, dear?
Hello, 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 you guys. Hey, T-Bone.
Hello, Miss. And in our last chair, rounding us out, we have the wise man, the grumpy man, the old man. Brian, how are you doing today, good sir?
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Midday Rush. Thanks for hanging out with us. Want to remind everyone we are live on YouTube. Take it away.
Go.
That is correct. We are live on YouTube. Roma, let's get started with the very first article of the day, good sir.
Say please.
Please.
There we go. All right. This is from the Daily Mail /co/uk.cdn.ampproject.org.
Okay.
OnlyFans star Farah Khalidi. I hate these names. She was paid by Biden administration to spread political propaganda to her thousands of social media followers. Oh,
You don't say.
Thousands. Okay.
I
So
don't
like, if they're
say.
doing this, to one OF chick, I mean, how many other OF chicks are they doing this to? I mean, guys, come on. That's how
All
they
right.
spread fake news. But continue.
Let's get into this. All right. OnlyFans star Farah Khalidi said President Joe Biden's team paid her to spread political propaganda on her platforms. Specifically, the social media personality said that by the time that she graduated college, she was doing paid posts for everyone from Planned Parenthood to the Biden administration to dating apps. I was doing full-on political propaganda, Khalidi told commentator Richard Heniet. What is his name? Hananya of working with so many consonants. Working with team commissioning with her and for Biden. Khalidi said that Biden's team didn't want her to disclose her hundreds of thousands of followers that they were paying
Gee, I wonder
for
why.
her content. So let me get this straight. All right. Biden can pay a porn star for political propaganda, but Trump can't pay a porn star about political propaganda.
Roma, you're
Wow.
apparently muted on the Discord, buddy.
Yeah, that's
All right. I'm going to say that for everybody again on the Discord.
Yeah, please do.
Biden can pay a porn star for political propaganda, but Trump can't pay a porn star about political propaganda. Am I getting this right?
Well, okay. There is a difference. Trump allegedly, had intercourse with this porn star, and old Sleepy Joe, man, he's just paying this porn star. I mean, not porn star, OnlyFans star to tell people lies. It's completely different, boss. Come on now.
Even if he did, that's not a political crime.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's completely different, though.
I mean, unless you're president,
Well,
there's
yeah, of
plenty
course.
examples of that.
Unless you're president.
right. I can't hoodie. Sorry.
Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Sorry, so sorry.
Right.
So
I'm sorry, Brian. Were you going to jump in?
Oh no, I'm just.
Yeah. I don't.
It's sad and pathetic. It's sad and pathetic that these women, number one, are looking to OF as a now source of income because there have been multiple stories of women leaving, being a teacher, being a nurse, whatever it is, but these women are leaving their jobs and they're becoming OF chicks, and it's sad. It personally is sad. That's what I gotta say. Panel, what do you guys think about that?
I see this as a money laundering scheme through OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about
Oh
that.
That's
yeah.
I
what
didn't even think about
I
that.
see. Because how are you going to track that? You can put the money in any account that you want, and so you can put on a prepaid card and be like, "Here you go, swipe."
Yep. It's like when you have the benefits card, right? And somebody's
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, give me the money and I'll buy you whatever you want." It's like a beautiful way.
Yeah,
Get the cash flowing. Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm
Does
saying.
that
But
actually work though?
Yep. Well, yeah, like you have an EBT card that you buy food for, right? So you're on the line, you tell somebody, "Hey, I'll buy you whatever food you have here, just give me the cash." So that way they can get the cash.
Oh yeah, that's how the addicts, the homeless addicts, they get their drugs. Yeah,
Mhm.
I get it.
Exactly.
Continue, please.
All right, let's see. Is there anything else on this? Let's see. The White House wanted Khalidi to say that she felt represented by then Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson after Biden nominated her to the U.S. Supreme Court. The content creator said she did not agree to that wording because she didn't feel reflected as a person of color. Uh-oh. The funny thing is, they're like, do not disclose this as an ad because they're like, technically it's not a product, so you don't have to disclose it as an ad. Because I think they just wanted some edgy girl of color to tell people when they notice Ketanji Brown Jackson, they're like, quote, "Can you say a person of color, you feel reflected?" Oh man. Yeah, so she's not going to make it to the election.
Right. She definitely doesn't have a seat at that dinner.
Nope.
Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, but we've seen, I mean, people have speculated, oh, this person's a paid shill. The things that they're saying is just totally like outrageous and out of bounds because they're like, totally simping for everything that's Biden's done and just claiming all this stuff about the economy and whatnot. So you're like, oh, that they're a paid shill. This is actually, she's coming out and confirming, hey, I'm a paid shill. And I'm sure we're going to see more of this, or at least I hope so.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we will.
I think we're gonna see at least 24, but if not more.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it just depends on how much the other side is willing to pay to get this information. But I digress.
Yeah, see, but that's another thing. The Republicans and the conservatives kind of don't want to be shilling out that type of money unless you're, O'Keefe Media OMG O'Keefe Media Group or like something like that. But even then, it's pretty rough. I think we've beaten this Bush down. So how about we move on to the very, very next article? Boss, what is the very next article, good sir?
Good call, T-Bone. All right, this is from NPR.org. Transgender health care must be paid for by state insurance, says the appeals court.
Dude, wait, what now?
Transgender health care must be paid for by state insurance, says an appeals court.
What state is this in?
Let's get into it. A federal appeal. Oh, come on. Don't give me the. Yes, I'll donate. No. All right. Federal appeals court ruled on Monday that state health insurance plans must provide coverage for gender affirming care in North Carolina and West Virginia. Really? Trans advocates say that it's a huge victory, especially since bills restricting the rights of transgender people have been on the rise in state legislatures. The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond, Virginia, issued this decision about two cases. One was brought by North Carolina state employees and their dependents who are transgender and were unable to get coverage for gender-affirming care. What gender-affirming care?
Yeah, I still don't understand the gender affirming care aspect of it. The life saving aspect of it. I don't really understand that part, how it's life saving. When you have to be on medication and be doing something, going to the doctor at least once a month or at least once a year, to get checked up on or get new doses of medication for whatever medication.
Well, listen, it's in the name. It's in the name, affirming.
Mm-hmm. And this care is lifetime, T-Bone, just so you know, especially the surgeries, the upkeep. We've heard from a lot of people who were part of the detransitioning crew of folks that it's lifetime, that you have to do some kind of dilating and different kind of things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and of course all the medication. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how it's life saving. I mean, I'm sure someone would be able to explain it to me, but I just personally don't understand it.
No, of course. And basically the federal appeals court is just impeding on the sovereignty of these states, because these states are saying don't bring that here, and the feds are coming in and saying, oh well, we have jurisdiction in your state and we overrule you.
But that's what I don't understand, is that if this is a federal ruling, why are the states having to deal with why don't the feds pay for that?
Yeah, that's a good point. So they're forcing it to be like part of the state.
So Slate was, I was talking to Slate earlier. He's on the Discord, and he apparently said earlier, and he just said again that it's not that the companies are going to pay for the care, it's that everyone's premiums are going to go up to pay for the care, which that also does kind of suck if everybody's premiums are going to go up just to have these children be able to transition and then maybe detransition. I mean, honestly, that just seems like a lot of work for nothing, personally. Like, if you're going to do something and then a couple of years later you're going to do the exact same thing to oppose it or do the opposite thing. I mean, it's just, why do
Aaron,
the thing in the first
state
place?
Insurance.
It's state insurance?
Yes, the state has to pay for this. So I'm guessing, like, I don't think it's private. It's so basically, if you work for the government or if you work for an NGO or if you work for something like that, they're required to do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, private, no. So that's the distinction there.
But still, it's going to be paid for by the people, correct?
By the people that pay state taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a big no. Are people allowed to oppose that, or just say, yeah, we don't want to pay that tax?
I'm not sure, because if this is coming from the federal level,
Okay.
then they're obligated to do so. I'm not sure how that process works. But I'm pretty sure that some of that funding comes from the federal government. So I guess the same way that uh, most insurance companies go through, like our federal government pays for what, like 60% of all of our um,
Like our budget,
yeah,
everything
yeah,
for that
yeah,
gets
yeah.
dispersed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So as far as any type of care, and with the insurance companies that you pay for, the federal government pays for 60% of that, and then the insurance companies are responsible for the rest. I could be wrong. I mean, somebody in the chat can recorrect me, but I think that's how it works. But that's why our entitlement programs are through the roof, or at least
Yeah.
part of them.
Understood. Is this horse dead?
Yep. Moving on.
All right,
I
let's move on
can't
to the next story, sir.
wait to get to this story, because I just posted on X and I hope this goes viral. This is from the Daily Beast. Irked Nancy Pelosi suggests MSNBC anchor Katie Tur is a Trump apologist. Now, Ryan, if you could, sir,
I am.
could you
Hold on. The Daily Beast.
Daily Beast article?
I thought I had that. I thought I had everything. This.
If you don't have it, I did save that clip. I can post it in the chat for you.
Yes, please.
Well, I want the audience to see this clip, and I want to go towards the end, about 3/4 of the way through, because
Okay.
this is
Yeah, this clip is like 15 seconds, so this is the moment.
I want to see this clip. I guys, for the
All right,
audience,
hold on.
I've not seen
Here
this
we go.
clip.
Here we go.
Office, Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global
Can
pandemic.
I hear it? Can anybody in the audience hear it?
He had the worst
It's on
record
YouTube.
of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist
Brian,
for
redo it.
Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine. And
I
he
don't
has
think
the
that
worst.
anybody can accuse me of that.
And Joe Biden is doing that. Created 9
No, you have to
million
redo it.
jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst
Yeah.
record of job loss of any
So-
president. So we just have to make
Let me
sure
get
people
the-
know.
That was a global.
I'm going to be saying this a lot today. All right.
Yeah.
So if Katie Tur is a Trump apologist over COVID, does that make Nancy Pelosi a COVID denier?
Yep. Yeah, Erin just agreed with you too. She said the same thing. It's so funny when they go so far that they start walking all over themselves. It's so great to watch and witness.
Not
and especially
only,
coming from
yeah.
MSNBC. I'm sorry, it's just beautiful.
Not only did I post this on X, but I tagged Nancy Pelosi.
I saw that.
Oh, I
mean-
can't wait for the heat.
How many
Go ahead, bring it.
times did that one dude, Dr. Stupid Fauci, Anthony Fauci, sorry, my bad. He just went back on whatever he said. I mean, how many times did this man do that? At least a dozen times about what he's talking about with COVID. Like,
Mask,
oh,
no
guys,
mask.
you should wear no mask, no mask, and then you should wear a mask, and then you should wear 2 masks, and then because obviously that just makes it better, obviously that makes it better, and then maybe 3 masks, who knows 3 masks. I'm just
All the while he's at a baseball game with no mask on, but
dog, what is going on, man? Like, I'm sure everybody remembers how crazy everybody was during the beginning of this March 13th, 2020. That's the day everything shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I understand it. Everybody didn't know what was going on, but man, it was not cool, man. It was everybody was yelling at each other. I mean, I can't tell you, I got yelled at least 100 times a day. I mean,
Oh,
man.
yeah, I know. 6 feet. Like you're just standing there, mind your own business, and some like crazy person turns around and
dog,
starts
get
yelling at
away
you.
from me. If you want the 6
Bro.
feet, 6 feet different distance, stay away from me. I'm not walking towards you. Stay away
Dude.
from me, guy.
I'm not gonna oust this person, but I had a friend of mine during COVID that everywhere he went, not only did he not wear a mask, but he would go into a crowd of people and be like, "Achoo!"
Oh no!
purpose.
Yeah,
to see people
the
like-
Now
best.
that's kind of a.
Get out the
I'm not
way.
gonna lie. That's kind of a dick move. That's kind of a dick move in my personal opinion. I wouldn't do something like that because, like, my guy, come on.
All right, I'm not saying
it.
I.
It's funny.
Hey, look. I'm not saying I would do it, but if somebody's going to do it on my behalf,
You just know somebody who's done
you
it.
know,
Right. Entertainment purposes. You know?
Yo, Crimson just said the best thing about your friend, boss. Not all heroes wear capes.
oh my god,
That I think deserves a 20 because man, is that true? Not all heroes wear capes. But guys, I think we should
line for everything. But before we do
yeah.
that,
what?
you know, just no, going back to a serious note, you know, she just brushed aside all of the deaths associated with COVID for her own personal vendetta with Trump. Like this is TDS on like steroids.
Yep.
Like this is worse than any.
Trump
This is way worse than what
derangement
it was
syndrome, guys. This is 100% Trump derangement syndrome. Oh my gosh, guys! Orange Man bad. Guys, he hasn't even been in charge for like 4 years. What are you talking about? Orange Man bad.
Yeah, this
What?
is compound lying. This is what happens when your lies don't hold up, and then you're trying to keep lying, and then you know something's got to fall.
It's like you dig yourself into a hole, and then like you say like, "Oh no," and then you dig yourself deeper, and then man, at some point you just can't get out of the hole, and then everybody just sees, you know, how crazy you are for lying or just telling people lies. It's absolutely crazy. But let's move on to the next article, boss. What is the very next
right.
article, good sir?
This is from the Communist News Network, also known as CNN. 4 law enforcement officers were killed in a shooting at a home in Charlotte, North Carolina. 4 other officers are hospitalized. 4 officers were killed in a shooting while attempting to serve a warrant at a home in Charlotte, North Carolina, including 1 deputy U.S. Marshal and 2 local task force officers, authorities say. 4 other law enforcement officers were shot during the incident, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Chief Johnny Jennings said Monday evening. In an internal law enforcement memo reviewed by CNN shows officers are looking for the person who bought the firearm used in the shooting to potentially bring federal charges. Jennings said on Tuesday news conference an investigation is active and ongoing. Evidence from the residence is still being processed, he said, adding the amount of evidence that will be collected is expected to be well over 100 rounds of gunfire and projectiles and casings. Quote, "We saw officers go into the line of fire to save their brothers in blue who have gone down in an act of trying to keep the community safe," Jennings said on Tuesday. "To me, that is truly heroic. When you hear gunshots and the rapid fire and they are running directly into it because they know that there are people who need help, they risk their own lives to do that. The compound tragedy adds to the growing list of officers shot and killed in the line of duty this year. At least 98 officers were shot in the line of duty from January through March, according to the Fraternal Order of Police, an organization representing U.S. law enforcement."
Guys, that's 3 months. That's 3 months. Almost 100 officers are dead in the line of duty.
Yeah. Well, no. That's how many that were shot. 10 of them have succumbed to their injuries.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Jennings
Continue.
said 12 CMPD officers fired their weapons during the incident, all whom have been placed in administrative leave, pending a standard officer-involved shooting investigation. So, how did this happen?
How did what specifically happen? How did the guy, shoot these officers? How did this guy get the gun? Like what specifically is the question, boss?
So
There's an updated
Just-
article too, by the way. I'll post it. Yeah. go
Okay.
ahead.
Just by logic, like if you killed 4 officers, that means that you did that probably in succession. Because there's no way that you're going to kill 4 officers randomly. Like once they get in position, like there's no way they're going to allow that to happen unless it's all within the same period of time. So
I know.
Yeah, especially if it's all done by one person. I mean, to dispatch 4 people, I mean, is already difficult, but to dispatch 4 officers who are armed and probably shooting back at you is even harder. But to do it alone is, man, what?
yeah,
Did this guy have any training, or like was he just like on some crazy stuff? Like
I'm
well,
gonna get to that here in a second, but let's talk about the officers. Right, 3 members of the Marshall Task Force were fatally shot. Jennings said one of those killed was Deputy U.S. Marshal 48-year-old Thomas M. Weeks, who survived by his wife and 4 children, according to the U.S. Marshal Service. 2 of the officers killed, Sam Pelosi and Alden Elliott, worked for the State Department of Adult Correction, according to Todd Ishii, the department secretary. Both were 14-year veterans of the department assigned to the task force. Pelosi leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Elliott leaves behind a wife and 1 child. One of the fatally wounded officers, Joshua Iyer, died from his injuries with his wife and family by his side. After fighting for several hours, police said. The 6-year veteran of the CMPD is survived by his wife and 3-year-old son. Jennings said Jennings said during a Monday evening news conference. Officer Iyer was a 6-year veteran of the CMPD, and I'm truly grateful for his bravery and service to the ultimate sacrifice. He will never be forgotten, and we are forever indebted, Jennings posted on X. It was just last month I was in this very room congratulating Officer Iyer for becoming an Officer of the Month. All right. He certainly dedicated his life and gave his life to serve our citizens. Now, I want to get down to the nitty-gritty of this. Let's see. So authorities identified the deceased suspect as 39-year-old Terry Clark Hughes Jr. He was wanted for possession of a firearm by a felon and 2 counts of felony flee to elude out in Lincoln County, North Carolina. The internal law enforcement memo gives the detailed outline of Monday's shooting, revealing law enforcement agents approached the suspect outside of the home. Hughes retreated into the home before he could be arrested, it said. As law enforcement agents set up a perimeter around the residence, Hughes opened fire with what was likely an AR-15 style rifle from the second-story window, striking 8 officers. Hughes then jumped out of the second-story window into an awning, and the officer shot and killed Hughes, the memo said. The AR-15 rifle, a 40 caliber handgun, along with additional magazines and ammunition, were recovered from the scene, according to Jennings. Stop.
watch
Where-
all.
Wait, hold
wait,
on.
hold on.
I'm not done yet. Where was the SWAT team? If this guy was that dangerous, why wasn't this served a warrant with a SWAT team? Clearly, this guy was deranged. They knew he was deranged. They knew that he had multiple weapons. Why are you just sending regular officers out knowing that this is the potential outcome?
Well, I'd imagine, after the whole event with like Breonna Taylor and all these things that have happened over time, that they've changed their policies, and probably, I could be wrong, it could just be an oversight. But I feel like events like that have culminated to this, where they're not giving police officers the protection they need, the resources they need. They're also defunding the police in a lot of these places. I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with it.
So watch when this story goes on to either the left or whoever does this story. Watch them only talk about trying to take away AR-15s, not even AR-15 style rifle, but just AR-15s in general, and just every single type of gun like
I mean,
just because crazy people are now getting their hands on on these guns. That's what the story is going to be about. It's not going to be about, oh no, 4 officers are dead. No, it's going to be like, oh no, we got to get rid of the guns. Guys,
Hey,
there's officers dead. What's going on here? Come on now.
I want to see a picture of the actual quote unquote AR-15 style rifle.
Seriously, yeah, come on now.
Because they called the rifle that the Nashville shooter used, they called that an AR-15 style rifle. It was a freaking Kel-Tec. All right, it was not an AR. It was something completely, totally different. But I digress.
Oh, it's good to make that distinction because they like to jumble it up into one thing just to fit a narrative.
Mhm.
Right.
Absolutely. All right. My heart goes out to the officers in that family.
Yes.
Obviously, same here.
And,
Shout out to them.
Yes.
and I hope that their families get the support that they need. All right. So we're going to move on to yahoo.com. U.S. urges countries to supply weapons to Sudan, warning parties to stop, warning of a new genocide. So basically a new war that the United States can get into.
Well,
United States, go ahead.
well, I mean, check Raytheon stock.
Their stock's never going to go down, is it?
No.
As long as we got those guys in charge.
It's at 101.53. Sorry, go ahead. It's down 92, but I'm sure it'll jump up again.
Okay, Eliza Ricky.
You ask and you shall
Yo,
receive.
hashtag where
I was
is
actually
Rick? Shout out
thinking
Rick.
of Rick when I
Eliza
did
Ricky.
Yo,
Yes,
shout
I'm
out
just going to
Rick,
put
bro.
that on X. I'm going to be like, hashtag Eliza Ricky.
that.
Oh, man. Let's go. United States on Monday implored all countries supplying weapons to Sudan warring parties to halt arms sales, warning that history in the vast Western Darfur region, where there was a genocide 20 years ago, is repeating itself. U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas Greenfield told reporters at an emergency closed meeting of the UN Security Council that El Fasher, the only cabinet in Darfur not held by preliminary forces, is on the precipice of a large-scale massacre. All right. She urged all countries to raise the threat that a crisis of epic proportions is brewing. Britain's Deputy Ambassador James Karuki echoed it in her appeal, saying the last thing Sudan needs is a further escalation on top of this conflict that has been going on for a whole year. Thomas Greenfield said that there are credible reports that preliminary rapid support forces and their allied militias have raised many villages of west of El Fasher and are planning an imminent attack on El Fasher. An attack on El Fasher will be a disaster on top of a disaster, Thomas Greenfield warned, saying that it would put 2 million people who live in El Fasher and 500,000 Sudanese who have sought refugees there at risk. Thomas Greenfield urged the preliminary forces known as the RSF to end their siege of El Fasher and swear off any attack on the city. Now, I'm not as familiar with this, but my wife is. So I'm going to have to ask her about that tonight. Is this going to be like the next Afghanistan?
Possibly.
It's almost like they have like a chain, kind of like plan Bs spewing
Right.
all over the place, just in
Yep.
case one fizzles out.
Yeah, because the U.S. is always going to promote war, so it's like they'll let it go and let it go and let it go until it gets to a point where it's like, okay, we might need to intervene because there might not be a country left if we don't.
Well,
Right.
I mean, you should always, but whatever. I digress. Guys, I think it might be that time or something like that.
It is
I'm not
that
too
time.
sure. I think it's time for me to do what the people call win. Guys, I'm going to win. I'm not going to just win small. I'm going to win very big, very, very big, very, very, very big. Guys, it is time to play Brian's favorite game called the Be or Not, where he will give us 2 or more headlines and I will need to figure out, with your help, which one is the real or fake article. So, Brian, please take it away, good sir.
All right, I'm going to present two headlines. One comes from everyone's favorite news satire site, Babylon Bee. The other one comes from a real news source. Well, real is relative. Ish. Anyway, so and your job is, and if one of my fellow producers will go ahead and create a poll in the Discord. Without further ado, headline number one. Mice on the front lines. UCLA protesters are thrown mice. Headline number two. Biden drops support for pro-Palestine protesters after realizing how bad their hair smells.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, I chose this one for the funny.
You did not just do a racism.
There's
you
no
did
way
not just do a racism.
There is absolutely no way one of these is real. I call baloney. I think they're both the Babylon Bee.
No.
Shenanigans?
That's what I'm calling right now.
Baloney.
I'm calling baloney.
I think no, you can only call shenanigans first of all.
Of course, Elizabeth, you must recuse yourself, madam.
Yes.
Okay, first of all I got to say is, what the balls? Second of all, UCLA protesters are thrown mice. Are you talking about like the animal?
Yeah.
Yes. The little. Yep.
The little animal. Okay.
The little furry critter that I still can't seem to catch in my apartment, little bastard.
Okay, and then
oh, sorry, I said it.
Does Biden drop support for pro-Palestine protesters after realizing how bad their hair smells? Okay, hey boss, you got that? You got that poll?
You want me to do? You got it?
I got it.
I don't understand why these protesters are they throwing mice, or are mice being thrown at them? Is the question.
Vote for it, and I'll show you the story.
Well, but like, I don't understand the wording though. That's the problem. Like, I don't understand like if the wording is, oh, these protesters are throwing mice, or they're mice are being thrown at them. Like, because it'd be really weird if like a lot of protesters are just showing up to this protest with like mice in their pockets, and then they're throwing these mice. Where are they throwing these mice? At the buildings? See, like the story just doesn't even make any sense. Like, who? And even if it was on the other side, are the police throwing these mice at the protesters? Like, dude, what is going on? Brian's just dying, bro. What? Bro, what? How is everybody voting for, bro? What? What do you want, dog?
Oh, holy shit! The audience is split.
Dude, of course they're split. T-Bone's voting for number A, bro. Bro, it doesn't make any sense, man. Why are these mice like why are the cops throwing the mice? First of all, if that's the story. But second, if the protesters are throwing the mice, where the hell did they get the mice from? There's only rats that live outside. Mice come from like.
It's okay. So A is your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense, man.
Coming at you from the Coyote Chronicle. Real news by real students. Mice thrown on the front lines. UCLA protesters are thrown mice.
Mm-hmm.
Moments ago, Zionists threw a backpack full of mice in the UCLA encampment. Mice appear to have been injected with something. School admin is not. This is a real story, dude. This really happened.
T-Bone.
You lost.
Sorry, T-Bone.
And I'm not going to go too deep into this because this is a flip side of the bee, which we will explore. We will explore further, Elizabeth and I. And thank you, by the way, for this wonderful story, Elizabeth. that completely split the audience. So this time,
This is good.
yes.
Not only did it split the audience, it has befuddled T-Bone.
I love that part.
Absolute befuddlement. I mean,
That
Bro,
was that was always
a
the
book
primary
bag
goal.
full of mice, bro. What
know.
are you doing?
Woo!
What are you doing with your life that you have a book bag full of mice?
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And
All
can we-
right.
and-
Can we move on?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
whatever. All
There
right,
we
guys,
go.
it is time to play my favorite game, guys. It is called Caption This. Is game where I give you a picture and you give me a caption. Guys, this is the photo. We have the Donald with my personal favorite Pokemon, Pikachu. And he is my favorite personal favorite Pokemon because the Pikachu movie came out a couple years ago, and my favorite man, Ryan Reynolds, did the voice, and man, it was I mean, I don't want to say like how bad Pokemon movie, but like Ryan Reynolds just made it funny. All I want to say is it was a comedy for me. I laughed a lot, and then when you see Ryan at the end, it's just like, ooh, nice cameo. But other than that, yeah, we got Don taking a selfie with his favorite Pikachu. Ride the Lightning. I don't know, man. That's what I would say. Trump is trying to make a new NFT for his campaign trail, and he's taking a selfie with everybody's favorite Pokemon to try to get votes.
Aaron.
Dog, I don't know, man. I don't ask where this photo came from my mind. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. And wait, Trump, I can't say that.
You could say hoo-ha.
Aaron.
It doesn't roll off the tongue though.
Aaron of Ohio. I mean Orlando. Shame.
Wow, you just
Shame.
moved her.
I did. I did. Shame on Ohio. Shame on Orlando.
Oh man.
Shame.
All right. I want to get started early because we got a lot of
Yeah, the
submissions
captions
here.
are coming.
All right.
Hey, these captions
Oh my
are pretty good. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, let's start off with Elizabeth. Trump's so cool, Pokemon follows him. We've got lawsuits, gotta catch them all.
Bro. Okay.
I
That's
want
the
to
20.
be the very best, like no president ever was.
I don't get it.
All right, in shocking upset,
Wait, I don't get it.
Pikachu supports MAGA. And we've got
Well, obviously he supports MAGA. It's the more lightning, of the two. Like he's so vibrant.
Mhm.
Okay, continue.
And we've got, while Ash wanted to be the very best, there was just one man that he could never beat.
You can never beat the very best. I've said it once and I will say it again. I am the best. Ever.
Not only does he catch illegal aliens, he also catches Pokemon. Got to catch them all.
Whoa!
20.
That's getting
20,
my 20.
20.
Yep.
20
Oh,
right there. 20 right
man.
there. Oh man, that's
Oh man, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. Trump
Just say
posts pic
hoo-ha.
of
yeah,
himself
say hoo-ha.
grabbing Pika hoo-ha.
Trump posts
It's a-
pic of himself grabbing Pika hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
It's not hoo-ha, it's the other word, but you get it.
Yeah.
Our tour, a tour of a cook at a Chinese restaurant. What?
What?
Here we go. Trump reveals new VP in shocking discovery.
Dude, I wish Rick Tard was in here because he'd be able to say, what one of Pikachu's battle fight moves are, and like if someone were to like do something like that, just be like, I don't know what his move sets are, but like Electro Blast or whatever it's called. That would be funny.
Let's see,
But
Pikachu, Trump, you're the greatest ever. Trump praises Pokemon Go for getting people fit. Let's see, grab him by the Pika. Oh my God, let's see. I look a lot less orange with my new friend.
I don't get it.
Picture, T-Bone. You got everybody rolling.
Dude, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
He's
What
a-
do you mean? I don't get.
Pikachu is colorful, so it's like next to him, Trump looks less orange.
Oh my goodness. Behold, the champion of the United States region and his beloved Pikachu named MAGA.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Donald Trump is a Pokemon and his name is MAGA. Yeah.
Oh, these are great.
That's a good one. That's a
That's
good one.
good.
Donald
Hey.
Trump is a Pokemon and his name is MAGA.
Hey.
That's a good.
The
Wow.
new catch and release logo. Man, these are
Catch and release
great.
logo. I don't get it.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna have to go through all of these. All right, you
I
guys
don't-
talk
I
amongst
don't
yourselves
understand this,
while
man.
I make this this poll.
I really want this. I'm gonna copy this. I really want to see if my friend can make this into a shirt because I love this.
Okay, you're welcome. Can I just say this is the photo? Is this the photo? Yeah, this is the photo that we were supposed to use yesterday. Brian, I told you the people were gonna love the photo, and what happened? The people, they love me. They love me. They love me so much.
They loved the photo yesterday too, T-Bone.
Yeah,
Okay, fine, whatever.
we do have an announcement.
Oh yeah, dude, hold on. Let me get this announcement. Going.
Yeah, let's do that, T-Bone.
Okay, guys, tonight on none other than the Timcast IRL on YouTube's and Rumble at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is none other than the person, Connor Tomlinson.
Hmm.
He's a Zoomer Catholic.
Reactionary.
Yeah, that word. I don't know what that means.
I feel like it's
Huh?
made up, but whatever.
He's the host of Tomlinson Talks on
Lotus Eaters.
yeah.com. Guys, he's on the Lotus Eaters team, I think. I don't know.
I don't know a whole
He
ton
seems
about
like
him.
a pretty dope guy.
Yeah.
Guys, if you'd like to get your questions in and talk to this man to whatever question you have to ask him or Tim tonight, you can do that on the Timcast Discord. Yeah, you have to be a member for
Poll
like,
submitted.
6 months, $10 or $25, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, guys, go there if you want to go ask this guy a question. I might be asking this guy a question because
So,
yo, this dude definitely doesn't look like me.
so the you said he was part of the Lotus Eaters podcast. That's the podcast that Carl Benjamin's on, aka Sargon of God. So this guy,
Yo, Sargon.
okay, so that should give you some insight in probably where he's coming from.
20
Oh, yeah,
seconds.
dude. This guy is gonna be such a G, bro. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta pick. I'm picking number D. Trump post picture of yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, the illegal. I like the illegal one. That's funny because it's funny. I don't know, man. Don't talk. No,
Wait,
we're
hold
not
on.
doing that. We're not. Stop it. No, number D. Yeah, there we go. Number D has won, guys. Number D has won, guys. I love it. The person is, I don't even know who won. I think it was Stiffy. But
No,
not
I
only
think there was a tie.
was it. No.
I
No,
think
no.
there was a tie.
T-Bone is a hellspawn. I'm not a hellspawn. What?
They're even telling you in the chat it's a tie.
It's a tie.
I'm a young man. I am
So
a
we're
young
gonna have
man.
to have
You're
a
right. I am
runoff.
a young man. Thank you. No, we're not doing a runoff.
Yes, there is a tie.
No, run off this
Lawsuit.
Saturday.
Fine.
Yes,
Whatever.
lawsuits. Gotta catch them all. And then not only does he catch illegal aliens, he also catches Pokemon. Again, gotta catch them all.
And of course, Lee, in all his glory, already has everything ready.
Guys, did we get any from the YouTubes? No, we did not.
No, we
Yes,
didn't get
Bearded,
it.
they're both great.
We got nothing from a
Aw.
tube of views.
I'm so confused. Dude, I don't even know how the rules, bro. What's going on, man?
Oh man, these are fantastic. Oh man, what we got?
Can I just pick a winner, please? That'd be so nice.
I'm gonna post them in the chat here.
I wanna pick a winner. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all, man. I do. I really do gotta catch them all. Cause man, tonight's gonna be really fun. Timcast IRL 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it, guys. I'm really excited to listen to this guy, Connor. He seems like he's young. Like he seems like he's like a little bit older than me, but he's a lot more intelligent, obviously. But I think he definitely he seems like he knows his stuff. Like looking at his X profile, it seems like he actually knows his stuff. But the runoff. What is the runoff? We have to pick between lawsuits. Got to catch them all, and not only does he catch the illegal aliens, he also catches Pokemon. Got to catch them all, guys. That is honestly that's where my 20's going, because it just makes a little joke with, you know, not the lawsuits, but like the border and like how wonderful it is, because man, that border is strong. Dude, Rick, you come in at the wrong time, man. You're like 10 minutes too late, man.
Completely missed it.
I know we
called
needed
you,
you
like
2
10
today.
minutes ago, bro. Like we needed you twice, not even once. We needed you twice, and we didn't get you, man. You know what? You should be here, man. Yeah, what's going on, man? What did we need him for the first time for again?
The Rayon stock.
Oh
yeah,
yes, that's right.
Raytheon stock. When
Raytheon, sorry.
Yep.
Rayon.
Rayon.
It's
you know when
Rayon, damn it.
Rayon crack.
when I was just casually making the joke, someone to check on Raytheon stock, and Elizabeth did it.
Yeah. And what did you call Rick Biddy?
I called you Eliz.
Yeah.
I called you Eliza Ricky.
Oh, Eliza Ricky.
Yeah, Rick, you hear this? You hear this? Eliza Ricky. Eliza Ricky. Shameful. But very funny.
Had to be there.
All right. Well, here I
do we have a winner? I'm thinking.
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
the other one. Yeah.
They're both,
Lawsuits. Got to catch them all.
Yeah,
That's
both of
that's
these
what
are pretty
wins.
fantastic. So
They're both fantastic. But I think lawsuits. Got to catch them all is apparently the winner, even though I like the other one. Whatever, everyone.
Remember, guys, brevity is the soul of wit.
Huh?
oh,
Brian, you know what? You know what I want to do, Brian? You know what? Now that the caption this is done, you know what I want to bring back? I want to bring back wise words from Brian, the old man, the wise man. Brian, after caption this from now on, we're gonna hear some wise words from you, good sir. So, what is your wise?
you know
words
I
for today?
have a song for this, right?
Oh yeah, what is it?
For this segment specifically.
Is it really? Yeah, do it. Go ahead, do it.
Well, how?
Oh, it's not
Hold
set
on.
up, is it?
Let me see. I gotta send it to Brian. Give me a second.
Anyway, I just
Brian, what are your wise words?
I just gave them to you.
Man,
Brevity is
okay,
the soul
whatever.
of wit.
Gravity is the soul of wit, guys. That's what the old man, the wise man, he got to say. But thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom. They will be duly noted. But boss, if you don't mind, if you have some time, good sir, would you like to get one last quick article in?
Well, I've got two of them. Give me a second. I'm trying to send this to
Brian. Oh, obviously, of course.
Actually, yes, BRI. There you are. Swink. Boom. There you go. All right. So
Vinny,
now
you have so much stuff
moving on.
in the dump. Like I'm kind of jealous for you guys. You guys got a lot of stuff in the dump. Like, but boss, what's this last article we're gonna end on? We're gonna end on a white pill. I'm gonna say this white pill. So give us a white pill story. But what is this final story, good sir?
Well, it's not exactly a white pill, but it's something that people should be worried about. But that's what we're doing first here on the Midday Rush. This is from scanner.com by Adrian Norman. Border crisis is being exploited to introduce biometric digital ID system, journalist warns. This is from Whitney Webb, by the way. They're trying to manufacture consent to Trump's base to accept the same exact digital ID system that they were opposed to during COVID. During a recent interview, Whitney Webb, a writer and contributor editor for Unlimited Hangout, issued a warning about the potential for political figures to manipulate conservatives into accepting a technocratic control system. According to Webb, fear surrounding ongoing border crisis is being leveraged to coax Americans into accepting a biometric ID system, a digital ID system, a move she argues could exploit against U.S. citizens.
That time.
Webb described the U.S. southern border with Mexico as continuously porous, a condition in which she claims had been manifested regardless of the administration in power, including during the tenure of former President Donald Trump. His first presidential campaign rested heavily on the idea of creating a physical barrier on the U.S.-Mexico border, but in 2019, Trump had abandoned that idea and was promoting the small wall, the biometric and artificial intelligence-powered smart wall that functions autonomously. Quote, and this is actually something that the Bush administration kicked off first. The newly created Department of Homeland Security at the time launched this program called SBI Net, which failed as a sort of comeback over the last several years or so and had been promoted by both Democrats and Republicans. Webb had been a professional writer, researcher, and journalist since 2016. She had written for several websites, and from 2017 to 2020 was a staff writer and a senior investigative reporter for Mint Press News. She's contributing editor of Unlimited Hangout and the author of the book One Nation Under Blackmail. That's a great name.
Yeah.
According to a government document, SBI Net was to include mobile and fixed towers along the border wall, cameras, radars, and ground sensors in order to help Border Patrol agents detect and respond to illegal activity.
Nope.
A whole lot of nope.
Whole lot of nope.
They're just circling back. I'm sure this was Jen Psaki's idea.
Well, circle back, Saki.
Pretty sure of it.
And then they say both Democrats and Republicans were, on board. Like, yeah, we already know that there's, as people like to say, they're bad on both sides. Like, we already know this. There's rhinos, there's establishment politicians there, that have been there for decades that will just go along with the status quo, just keep it trucking because they know it doesn't apply to them. This is insane. They're going to keep pushing this until, and then they'll push it in between everything else that they're pushing. So we can't even focus. And they'll put it in some omnibus bill and then it'll get passed.
Yep.
Just like that. Every single time.
All text.
Or they'll pass it without us knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the heat of the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the heat of the night.
You knew that was coming.
Oh yeah.
You knew it was coming.
The good triggers.
Is it time for the shilling, guys? I think it is.
It's
time
for
to
the
wind
shilling.
down and do the shilling.
Yeah, we gotta wind her
boss,
down.
You have a thing. You have a show at 10 p.m. on Saturday. Tell the good people where you're at, good sir.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. on Saturdays, a little show called Roma Nation, where you get news and highlights by a registered independent. And also this week, I'm having a really tough time figuring out what I want to talk about. So I need your help to go to my X, which is the real Roma _AK, to give me some current or past or even future ideas on what I should do on my next show.
AI. I think you should talk about AI, like the future
That's
of
coming
AI.
up soon. I got to get some more information on that.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
That will
sure.
be coming soon. Nothing
Yep.
good happens after 10 p.m. Sinoski.
He ain't wrong.
That's not true. Guys,
He ain't
at
wrong.
2 p.m. on Saturday, that same day as Roman Nation, Biddy and Brian, you guys are doing some what's going on there?
Absolutely, Timo. Well, we got the weekend leftover, so all the news that we couldn't get to throughout the week, we're going to cover that this weekend, Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, the flip side of the beat, also the grand champion of the Caption This. So be there or be square.
Yes.
And hopefully
Guys.
we will have a special guest presenter to announce the grand champion of Caption This. We've had
Yes,
it.
otherwise
Special
we'll
guest.
ping you to death.
I mean,
T-Bone. You
he's-
have my number. Just call me. Honestly, just call me.
I mean, this special guest has been scheduled the past, 2 weeks. He's flaked out on us both times. So hopefully,
Yeah,
So sorry.
let everybody know the deal. No.
Guys, thank you so much for listening in to our very own midday rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the boss, Roman Nation, the lovely Elizabeth. Biddy, you have something to say?
Yes, all YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always alerted to every new videos drop on this channel. Have a great day.
And in our last share, we have none other but the wise man himself, Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
all right, everyone. Thanks for coming by, but get off my lawn. Stay on the sidewalk. It is time for the Pretard Cast. And see you
Bye,
there.
guys.
Why do I always do this?
You're like,
I'm like Gilly. I'm like Gilly from SNL. Gilly.
Gilly.
Gilly who? Wait, who's Gilly?
Okay, somebody educate dude, bro. I gotta go.
Oh,
Love
boy.
you guys.
Bye, Biddy.
Bye.
Bye, Betty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ooh, wow. I got a bunch of messages. What?
What? Brian, are we still live on YouTube's?
Oh, yeah. I should kill the stream.
Hi, YouTubes!
Hi, YouTubes. Bye, YouTubes.
Going on.
Guys, don't forget to watch Roma 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Rumbles. It is on the Rumbles. And Timcast 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Connor, I'm not gonna say his last name. It was a pretty long name. But yeah, guys, go watch him, get a question in, and yeah. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I'm ending the
Bye, guys.
stream.